Welcome everyone to the 4th episode of Simplecraft. Today we are going to build an iron factory. It's going to stand right here, and I have all the materials for the farm itself. I have packed them in here. Don't ask why it says gold farm. I have like a design in mind that's made up of 4 modules, and each of these boxes is one module, and the factory is getting night. The factory is going to stand right here, and I have already cleaned a bit of the area. I'd say that's the introduction. Let's build the first module. And we've done it. This is it. It's the first module out of 4. Let's go look up close. I will try to explain how it works. It's the design by Simplecraft, and we have these 3 villagers sitting here, and then on top of that piston is a zombie who is getting pushed up and down to scare these guys, so they spawn a next iron golem, and these produce infinite iron. But very slowly, so that's what we need 4. Without further ado, let's build them. Here we have it. These are the 4 farms. It's like the same module, but quadrupled. And they are producing so much iron. Really, look. Boom! So cool. Next up, we will have to build the construct to cover it all. For that, let's hop into the testing world so I can show you a bit of my thought process. And here we are in the test world. This is what I've been thinking on. So we will have a grey jut out with a black roof, and this is the main color palette. So at the bottom we have the mud bricks where it's like really shadowy, and then at the top, or not actually at the top, but in certain spots we will have the orange, the orange sandstone, and then as a transition block we use bricks. And for the grey blob thingy, I have, don't look for a second, thank you, I have this right here. So we will use the brain coral as the main brick, tough as the sort of the darker color, cobblestone as the lighter color, and then fire coral to break this texture up. Also, here you see a picture of how it is meant to look, or what I'm inspired from for the look of the factory. So now I have the annoying task to gather all of these materials. Yay! Anyway, let's go. And now we're gathering diorite. Yay, so fun, so cool. Oh, that was way too much. Now we're gathering, oh, white terracotta, yay, and smelt it, let's go. And now we're gathering mossy cobble, and that was way too much again. And what we're gathering now, oh, we're gathering coral, so fun, yay, so fun, really fun, yay. And now we're gathering red sand. And here you can see them, all of the materials finally together. That's not all, I'm gonna need way more, lol. And here we go. We have the materials. There are some that you probably don't expect yet, like the diorite. And what is white glazed terracotta in a factory building doing? You will see while procrastinating. I actually found out something cool that we can do with these blocks. And yeah, here we have the coral. And that was a pain to gather because you have to dive, then wait for the bubbles, and it's a whole process. Currently my potatoes are smelting. This is pretty much it. Blackstone and the deep slate tiles will be used for the roof. I probably don't have enough deep slate tiles, but we will see about that. And I won't time-lapse it, but let's hop over to the iron farm and start building. Oh man, it has been a while since that last clip. It's been ages. No, it hasn't. In real life, it's been like a week. I haven't been uploading because of two reasons. First, I got sick. Like, really sick. Had to stay at home, it was a whole thing. Then, Tears of the Kingdom came out. And I was like, yay! And straight up forgot that I have to upload YouTube on the weekend. But nobody would have watched the episode anyway, because all of you are busy playing Tears of the Kingdom, right? I hope so. Anyway, it's finished. That was a lie. It isn't. But the exterior is mostly finished. Let's go and take a look. Isn't that wonderful? It looks so amazing. Now, few things I want to talk about. You saw in the picture where I showed how it was meant to look or what I'm inspired by. You saw a big building thing on the one side and then a small jut out on the other side with a big smokestack. That is what we've got here. And then we have so much that I want to talk about. First of all, you see where we used the diorite and the polished glazed, the weird terracotta block, you know. It's kind of a transition into white bits on the building. Then that's meant to represent graffiti, like someone just spraying random shapes onto there. For the road. Oh, something actually, before we talk about that, something else. Remember when I said I had these two shulker boxes? I was like, that's probably all the materials we're gonna need. Yeah, that was a lie too. I have so many shulker boxes of materials just laying around here. I don't even any longer know how I'm gonna transport them away. But that's a problem for off-camera me. What I wanted to talk about, for the road, I decided to go with this kind of muddy design, and then only there where the people are walking, it's actually bricked. So for the bricked ones, we're using the polished andesite to break up the stony bits. And then for the road, we're going with the path blocks, dripstone as a kind of every once in a while to break up the color, coarse dirt, and podzol for like the really muddy areas. Then, but that's we're gonna keep this consistent in the whole industrial area, but that's not the focal point. The focal point is this beauty. First of all, let's actually start with everything that isn't this building. This is actually the first car that I've ever built in Minecraft. I think for the first one I've done a pretty good job. These really look like wheels, in my opinion. The red maybe isn't that fitting, but this color of the wood on the outside, and it even has a seat inside. Nobody's ever gonna see that, but sometimes I just want to be sure that there is everything finished. And this is kind of a truck. So exactly here is gonna be the next building, and you are wondering, why is the truck so overhanging? It's gonna come out of a garage. Garage? Is that what we say? Garage? Sometimes I'm a bit lost when it comes to English words. Then we have piles of garbage and crates and barrels. You know how it goes. Put always crates and barrels everywhere. It will look good. You already hear the zombies of the farm inside. We have two things. This is my lamppost design, with I have come up. In my area, the lamppost actually look like this. So they're a bit thicker at the top, they're all red, then they go up and they're getting thinner. Then there's a big light and a little thing on the top. So that was my inspiration for that. This, I think, just looks cool to have something here. I didn't want to put another light post right here because it was too big. But this kind of small candle stand design looks fine, I think. Then, this was the second car that I ever built in Minecraft. This time I went with polished basalt for the wheels. It's really tough to figure out wheels. Like, there's not many blocks that look like wheels. But polished basalt goes good. Then, this is what I'm using for the flashlights. Just a glowing item frame and then a yellow glass pane. Here is going to stand the next building, so this will be like a really shadowy alley. Did I talk about this already? We have like spray paint saying iron, but only if you look around the corner. It's kind of messed up because of the car, but the car fits there really well, so I didn't want to interrupt that. No, not interrupt. I didn't want to get rid of the car just because there is something spray painted there. But it goes like around the corner. And then another thing, we have these windows. behind them there is always either black terracotta, not terracotta, black concrete, or the frog lights to make them either lit up or not lit up. And for the blocks, for the window, I'm using white stained glass, gray stained glass, light gray stained glass, brown stained glass, and pink stained glass. And all the pane variations of them. The pink is to break things up, because all the other colors are a bit darker. Then we have these. This is a really old design. It's pretty known, I think. Representing kind of neon lights. We have one over there too. And that's the front. Now let's go to the back. Not to the back. The back's actually unfinished. But this is kind of the one alley. So chests over here. And a big leafy, bushy thing growing up the building over here. And remember, here will stand the next building, so this will be like a really cramped space. And then the back is unfinished, but I have a reason for that. Actually, I will show you the back. This is how the back looks. And the back's unfinished because this can't be floating. So one day we'll build a giant cliff going up all the way over here, and then we're going to build the backyard all the way up to the cliff, and then there's gonna be a fence. So that's why I'm not building the back yet, because it would ruin, or not ruin, but it would interrupt the later cliff building, and they will probably have to change it. This is kind of the fence design that I'm going with, just gray, with then the lanterns on top. And on this side, when we go past the big truck, remember, here will be the next building, so it will be all really tight. These are, I think, a cool pipe design. And then when we go even further back, we have kind of paintings, but they're not meant to be paintings. It's kind of like graffiti. And then again, a big bush. We'll go inside in a second, but here is a back door entrance of sorts. Let's sleep real quick that it's morning. So let's continue the tour. We'll go actually, or no, stop. Something else first. We will go up to the top, where we have for the roof the deep slate tiles and blackstone bricks. Then we're adding glow lichen so that no mobs spawn up here. And for the chimneys, I'm going with muddy roots, stripped dark oak, and the jungle. It's the jungle. Yes. And then just campfires with this, or a flower pot. Recently I went to England, and all the chimneys there in the towns look like this. Just bunch of stacked up, and then smaller bits on the top. You know what I mean. Like, if you look at it from this angle, you probably recognize it more. And then, of course, our big old smokestack. Now let's go inside, because that's the unbeautiful part. It isn't entirely neglected, but it's been definitely put away. Here you actually see the 4 iron farms. So, a few things I want to talk about. First of all, crafting tables go as a cool floor pattern, I think. You just can't click. That's a little annoying. But it's for the visuals. And then there will be a stair going down to this area where the corners are kind of cut out. And there where the farms are. And then there will be the working area. And all the inputs will come here into a big storage room. All of that's not finished we'll be doing in the next episode. Hopefully. Maybe that's gonna take 3 weeks to come out. For the floor I'm using the smithing table, the blast furnace, and the deep slate bricks. For the ceiling, you can't actually see it right now. I'm using for the outline stripped wood and the dark oak stripped wood and the dark oak planks in the corners. And then this is, how are they called? Smithing tables. These are smithing tables. You can't actually see it, but wait. I turned the brightness all the way up. Now you can see it a little. There it is. So, I don't want to say that's it, because this isn't it, that's a lot. Also, whoa, what was that for a voice crack? Another thing happened while I was building. BOO uploaded an episode called the Build Bigger Challenge. Yeah, I think I've done that. Just compare and scale. This build is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I don't want to count now. It's many blocks high. Now I will actually show you where this is in relation to the world. This is my ender chest. I don't have any rockets. That's a little problem. Okay, let's teleport there by the power of editing. The tower of the castle is not as high as this building. Or maybe it is exactly as high, but it's a tower of a damn castle. I think I've outdone myself with that one. I literally build bigger. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.